Hi, I'm Jakun, and this is going to be the monthly haul for May 2021. This is a very, very exciting month because I've got tons of new additions to my collection, tons of new releases that I'm just trying out, and also this haul costed me like $400. I do not have any money, I am broke. So, without further ado, I am going to show you all what I got this month, and because there is a lot to go through. So first up, I have volumes 4 and 5 of Tonikawa. This is my favorite ongoing romance series. Covers are beautiful. Have you seen the cover for volume 16? It's amazing. So I'm continuing to collect this series because I just love it so much. It's just a guilty pleasure read. It's wholesome romance. So what else excuse could you need to not read Tonikawa? Next, oh boy. Okay, so I told you that I had picked up Act Age Volume 2 last month. Well, I loved it so much that I ended up picking up Act Age Volume 1. Though I got the second hand because it's no longer in stores. You can find Volume 2 in stores like just fine, but Volume 1 it's really hard to find, so I got it second hand off eBay. Spent a bit of an arm and a leg for it, but that's alright. She is now my number one waifu. Yuki Yonagi's an absolute precious girl, so yeah. What more could you need for Act Age? Next up, so a new series that I was trying out, and that's Blue Period. This is about a high school playboy who is absolutely bored with his life, and he decides that he wants to start a career in art. And this was strangely relatable in the sense that it focuses on the ups and downs of wanting to create and pursue art as a career. I mainly pursued it as a hobby, but this was nonetheless a very engrossing read. He's a very interesting protagonist, and I will continue to collect it when I have the money for it, because right now I don't. And then I'll eventually read the second volume as well. I haven't read this volume yet. I will get around to it though. Next up, a new manhwa, the first ever physical manhwa release, Solo Leveling. I read this in like 20 minutes. This was a breeze to get through, but I'm trying not to open up too many spoilers right now, but if you're looking for a engrossing manhwa to read, Korean manhwa to read, definitely check out Solo Leveling. I would have gotten the light novel as well, but I just decided to stick with the comic instead because just look at this artwork. Even though like some of the panels are a little bit odd because it was originally a webcomic, it flowed extremely well. Yen Press did a really good job formatting this, so I have no disappointments with that. Next up, this is one of the reasons why my haul was so expensive. I got volumes 1 to 19 of The Promised Neverland. There's one more volume to go. Before this series is finished releasing in English. I am currently on the third volume of The Promised Neverland, and I'll tell you what, I first experienced The Promised Neverland with the first season of the anime, and oh my goodness, it blew me away. That was a fantastic first arc, and I just can't say enough good things about The Promised Neverland's first arc. It's just absolutely amazing. A lot of mind games, a lot of plot twists. It was just a really thought-provoking and engrossing watch, and then I made it a mission of mine to pick up the manga as well, just so I could have the source material. And it turns out to be a good move because the anime was dog shit. So that was a good smart move on my part. And I actually ended up getting these on sale for quite a generous price on Right Stuff. So I ordered these volumes back in like January. So these have been on the backlog, on back order for months. So this is like all these volumes here are just going to be for summer reading, because I will have plenty of time this summer to start reading these if I don't continue streaming that much art or games, that is, because I am getting a PS4 soon. So I will say that I've heard some mixed things about the manga's ending as well as how some of the other plot points turned out. But however, I'm still excited to dive into this manga, and this is a beautiful cover, by the way. But I still am relatively intrigued with what will go on with The Promised Neverland. It's so weird to think that with a fantastic first arc like that, where the series could go, and that's where I'm really excited about with the Promised Neverland. I have no I have no expectations on what it's going to be after Volume 5. And that's just part of the appeal of the Promised Neverland, is that I really don't know what will happen. So that's one of the reasons why I am very excited to read this. Now here's going to be the rest of the volumes so that you can see. This is a great cover, by the way. What's Norman doing there? But whatever, I'm sure he appears again. And this is my favorite cover from the series. This is an absolutely beautiful cover. And then here's volume 19. Yeah, there's one more volume to the release that's going to be releasing in July, so I will look forward to that. Now, next up, we have my light novels. I actually ended up getting more light novels than, I think just as many light novels as manga in this haul, but so the first light novel series that I mainly got was My Youth Romantic Comedy As Wrong As I Expected series, or My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, as the anime is called. So this is a very, very fantastic anime series, a fantastic series, and so I decided, you know what, I might as well support the series and get the light novels as well. I'll see if I enjoy the light novels, but I have a feeling I will, because and also it's just good to support the series because this still means a lot to me, and I really couldn't pass up good deals, because Yen Press although Yen Press has decent prices on their novels, their manga is super expensive. I mean, Solo Leveling. If I bought Solo Leveling at a regular bookstore, it would have costed me $20, but I only spent like 14 on it. So yeah, Yen Press sales really come in handy, and that's how I ended up getting my, oh boy, this is a really thick volume if you can't really see it, but yeah, and I can't pass up Yen Press deals. They're always really good. Would have gotten Soul Eater as well, but that's another series that I'm neglecting to get, is Soul Eater. But yeah, this series means a lot to me, and I thought I would do a good service and pick up the light novels, because I have a feeling I'll get around to reading this eventually. It's only a 14 volume long series, so it does have I like to get into series that have set conclusions, and that are not constantly on hiatus. Bunny Girl Senpai. But yeah, Bunny Girl Senpai though has a good reason for hiatuses, and then this is the latest volume of the series. Yeah, if you're a fan of Iroha, this volume is definitely for you. That's what I've heard, so I'm gonna enjoy this volume for sure. Next up, I have another light novel series. And this is because the anime came out recently, and that is 86. This is a mecha war series that doesn't romanticize or glorify any of the war aspects. It covers a lot of heavy topics like genocide and oppression. And it's a really good watch. A1 Pictures is doing a very good job with the adaptation of it. I think seven or eight episodes of the first core is going to cover the first volume, so that's how you know they're going to care about the adaptation. So I really can't wait to dive more into the series and see what exactly the hype is around 86, because I think back when this first released, it wasn't very popular despite being a bright spot in Yen Press's releases, but this has actually won dozens of awards in Japan, so it has a lot of potential, and the author is very heavily influenced by Code Geass and Gundam. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that the mechas are really uniquely designed in 86. So if you're looking for something unique in terms of the mecha genre, 86 is probably your best bet, because instead of like the bipedal robots, they'll have spider mechs. Well, next we have two more light novels. We have The Empty Box and Zeroth Maria. I just picked this up on Amazon because I had a gift card on me. I needed money to spend on it, so I bought this. I already had this digitally, but I thought I might as well get a physical copy, even though this series is not really in print. Like, the entire series is not in print. This is a 7-volume series, but only 3 of the volumes are still in print. Volumes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are out of print. But this is only 200 pages. I'll probably get to this quickly, so I just bought it on a whim. And then I got the latest Rascal Does Not Dream Bunny Girl Senpai light novel. I'm behind on this series, but I'll read this eventually. I'm waiting for Volume 5 to release in July. And then lastly, we finally have a new addition to my anime collection, and that's Demon Slayer Part 1. Now I was originally going to get the limited editions, but this will probably be a cheaper route, and I found this at Target for $45, so I was like, might as well buy it. But anyway, that is my manga haul for May. Peace.